Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our fourth installment of Mr. Clifton's Math Daily. Today it's going to be a really quick, really easy one. We're just going to learn about square roots. This video shouldn't take very long at all. So I'm just going to cut right to the code word. So the code word today is Ford versus Chevy. So just put that into the form for the code word. Send that in to me along with the question at the end, and I'll give you your extra credit. Okay, so first off, what are square roots? Square roots are the inverse of squaring something. So whenever you have something raised to the power of 2, and you need to get rid of that power of 2, you take the square root. Just like whenever we undo multiplication, we undo it with division. Whenever we undo addition, we undo it with subtraction. Addition and subtraction are inverses, multiplication are inverses. It's the same with squares and square roots. They just cancel each other out. So the way to look at it is with square roots, you've got this weird kind of check mark thing that goes over the number. So this is read the square root of 36. Every once in a while you'll also see it read the radical 36. The square root sign is also called a radical. You mainly see that in older textbooks, but just be aware that they're the same word or two different words for the same thing. But mostly we'll use the square root of 36 instead of saying radical 36. But whenever you see the square root of 36, the question that's asking is what squared equals 36? So what times itself would equal 36? And in this case, you can just kind of count up. So like 2 times 2 is 4, so that doesn't work. 3 times 3 is 9. That doesn't work. 4 times 4 is 16. That doesn't work. 5 times 5 is 25. That doesn't work. So let's try 6 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. So the square root of 36 is 6. In the class, we're going to be looking at two different ways of writing it. We'll sometimes just see the square root of 81. Sometimes we might see it as x squared equals 81. Whenever we see x squared equals 81, we need to get rid of that square and just get it to where it's just an x by itself. So to do that, to undo the square, I'm going to put a square root sign. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So I get the square root of x squared equals the square root of 81. The radical or the square root sign and the square, they cancel out. So on the left side, I just get an x. On the right side, I get the square root of 81. So now I have x equals the square root of 81. What is the square root of 81? Well, what times itself equals 81? Again, we know it's going to be bigger than 6, so let's try 7 times 7. 7 times 7 is 49. That doesn't work. 8 times 8, that's 64. That doesn't work. Okay, let's try 9 times 9. That is 81. So our answer is 9. Okay, finally our question is what is the square root of 25? If you need to, go ahead, re-watch the video if you kind of forgot how to do it, but just send me the answer to this question plus the code word and you'll get your extra credit. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow in class.